Assalamualaikum and good everyone. Today Group 5 representing our analysis of cases entitled Breach of Fiduciary Duties by Agent under the Contract Act 1950 regarding the agent relationship between Ali and Mutu. The first issue is whether Mutu breached his fiduciary duty by secretly accepting an additional 3,000 ringgit from the first purchaser without Ali knowledge or consent. Therefore, the issue is whether Mutu acceptance of 3,000 ringgit amount to a breach of his fiduciary duty under section 164 of the Contract Act 1950 and whether Ali is illegal entitled to recover that amount from Mutu. The second issue is whether Mutu demand for a 2,000 ringgit underhand payment from the second purchaser in exchange for persuading Ali to reduce the selling price by 100,000 ringgit constitute a corrupt secret profit by requesting a hidden payment while influencing Ali decision Mutu may have acted dishonestly and in breach of his fiduciary obligation. Therefore, the issue is whether Mutu conduct violate section 165 of the Contract Act 1950. The third issue is whether Ali has the legal right to dismiss Mutu as his agent due to his serious misconduct and breach of fiduciary duty. The relationship between principal and agent is founded on trust, confidence, and loyalty. Once an agent acts dishonestly or breaks the trust, the principal may be entitled to terminate the agency relationship. Therefore, the issue is whether Ali is entitled to dismiss Mutu under Section 199 of the Contract Act
Good day,
1950.
Doctor and everyone. My name is Tanjali, S74477. For this slide, I will explain the legal principle of the agency relationship between Ali and Mutu under the Contract Act 1950. The relationship between Ali and Mutu is an agency relationship where Ali is the principal and Mutu is the agent. According to Section 135 of the Contract Act 1950, an agent is a person appointed to act on behalf of the principal with third parties. In this case, Ali appointed Mutu to sell his two houses and find buyers on his behalf. Therefore, Mutu has the authority to handle the sales, but he must always follow Ali's instructions. As an agent, Mutu must act honestly in good faith and protect Ali's interests. He should not misuse his position or receive any secret benefit without Ali's knowledge and consent. Like I will explain the responsibility of an agent and the possible breach by Mutu. Under Section 164, an agent must follow the principal instruction and avoid any conflict of interest. Besides that, Section 166 requires the agent to perform duties with reasonable care, skill, and honesty. Furthermore, Section 168 states that an agent cannot deal on his own account or receive secret commission without the principal approval. If Mutu receives hidden payments or secret profits, this will be considered a breach of his duty. According to Section 171, Ali may refuse to pay Mutu commission if he acts dishonestly. Also under Section 169, Ali has the right to cancel the agency if Mutu acts against his interests. So in the conclusions, Mutu must always be loyal and transparent as Ali agents. Any dishonest action or secret profit may result in legal consequence under the Contracts Act 1950. Thank you.
Now we go into argument. So the issue is Mutu committed a grave violation of his fiduciary duties as Ali's agent. So the rule is agent must act with loyalty and good faith. Mutu's agreed 3% commission was his only lawful entitlement, but he chose greed over duty. So the transaction one is about the secret profit, which is Mutu pocket an extra 3,000 ringgit from a buyer without Ali's consent. Because this was hidden, is it has an illegal secret profit that Ali is entitled to recover. So the second transaction is about the server harm. Mutu accepted a private 2,000 ringgit bonus from a second buyer. In exchange, he manipulated Ali into slashing his property price from 4,000k to 300k, causing a massive 100,000 potential loss. So the remedies, Ali's legal rights under Act 136. So about the forfeit commission, Ali can legally refuse to pay Mutu any commission for the second deal due to dishonesty. Second, terminate. Fire Mutu immediately for a total breach of trust. Third, recover. Claw back the secret profits and sue all for all financial damage. So Mutu weaponized his authority for personal gain, and the law fully backs Ali to hold him accountable.
Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone. My name is Muhammad Nur Aiman bin Razaini. My matrix number is 75451 and I will be presenting the application to facts. In this case, Ali appointed Mutu as his agent to sell two houses in Tok Jembal under Section 135 of the Contracts Act 1950. The agency was expressly created with Mutu's entitled to a 3% commission, and his authority was strictly limited to acting in Ali's best interest. However, Mutu breached that trust twice. For the first house, Mutu secretly received 3,000 ringgit from the buyer without Ali knowledge. Under Section 168, this constitutes a secret profit and Ali is entitled to recover that amount from Mutu. For the second house, Mutu accepted 2,000 ringgit from the buyer and then persuaded Ali to reduce the selling price from 400,000 ringgit to 300,000 ringgit, causing Ali a loss of 100,000 ringgit. This is a clear breach of fiduciary duty under Section 166, and Ali may claim damages for that loss. As a consequence of these breaches, under Section 171, Mutu forfeit his right to commission, meaning Ali can refuse to pay the 9,000 ringgit commission for the second sales. Finally, since the buyer knowingly participated in this improper arrangement, Ali may seek to avoid or renegotiate the second sales. In conclusion, Mutu action violated multiple provisions of the Contract Act 1950, exposing him to both civil liability and loss of his entitlement to remuneration. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Alfuddin, S75883. Now I will explain this case from the article reasoning. First, deontological perspective. Deontology focus on duty, honesty, fairness, and professional responsibility. As Ali agents, Mutu had a moral and professional duty to act honestly, remain loyal, and always protect Ali's best interest instead of seeking personal gain. In case 1, Mutu sold Ali house for 400,000 and rightfully earned his agreed 3% commission, which is 12,000. However, he secretly accepted an additional 3,000 from the buyer without informing Ali. Even though the sale was completed, accepting a secret commission was unethical because it created a conflict of interest and violated his duty of honesty and loyalty to his client. In case 2, Mutu persuaded Ali to reduce the selling price from 400,000 to 300,000. He still received his 9,000 commission and also accepted another 2,000 from the buyer. This was clearly deceptive because Mutu prioritized his own financial benefit instead of protecting Ali's interests. This action affected several stakeholders. Ali suffered a significant financial loss and lost trust in his agent. The buyer became involved in an unethical transaction. Mutu always risked disciplinary action and damage to his professional reputation. More importantly, such unethical behavior reduced public trust and confidence in the property industry. From a deontological perspective, Mutu actions are unethical because he failed to fulfill his professional duty of honesty, loyalty, and fairness. That's all from me.
So we go to moral reasoning and also professional values. So the first thing is a virtue ethics. Mutu completely abandoned honesty and integrity, replacing them with greed, deception, and treachery. He broke his moral pledge to Ali just to line on his pockets. Second is authoritarianism. An action is right if it maximizes the greatest good. Mutu created a massive net negative, gaining a tiny personal bonus while inflicting a devastating 100,000 loss on Ali. So the third is about a breach of integrity. As a fiduciary, a real estate agent holds a position, a high public trust. So Mutu destroyed his professional credibility through double dealing and secret premiums. So the fourth is betrayal of loyalty. An agent has an absolute obligation to protect the client's financial interests. Mutu did the exact opposite, and he weaponized his insider position to manipulate Ali into slashing his property price. So the last thing is the undisclosed conflict. By hiding his true motives, Mutu didn't just harm Ali, but he compromised public confidence in the property market and tarnished his industry reputation. So Mutu showed a complete lack of moral boundaries and a blatant disregard for professional codes of conduct.
In conclusion, our analysis shows that Mutu committed several serious breach of his fiduciary duty as RD agent under the Contract Act 1950 by secretly accepting 3,000 ringgit commission from first purchaser and demand 2,000 ringgit from second purchaser in exchange for securing a 100,000 ringgit purchase reduction. Mutu clearly placed his personal interest above his duty to act in Ali's best interest. As a result, Ali is legally entitled to recover the secret commission, terminate the agency relationship, and refuse to pay 9,000 ringgit commission for the second transaction. Furthermore, the second purchaser may also have the right to bring a claim against Mutu for fraud and deceit. This case clearly demonstrates that agent must always act with honesty, loyalty, transparency, and good faith. Any breach of this fiduciary duty not only gives rise to legal liability but also destroys the trust that forms the foundation of very agency relationship.